What was the most challenging year?
Oh,
I
you
think a
know,
tough time was the move, because when we decided to move up here, you found it was mostly for your work. You were wanting to pursue this career in beauty,
hmm
so you identified work in New York City
hmm
because it's a hub, it's a space for
hmm
you to flourish in
hmm
that environment.
hmm
I have a background in engineering,
yeah.
so New York City is not necessarily known for engineering.
hmm
So when you moved up to here to start your career
hmm
in this space,
hmm
um, I had to find work up here.
hmm
And that was challenging because I had a job in Orlando.
Yeah.
I was in there for a while. I was pretty
hmm
locked in,
hmm
growing, and in that space.
hmm
And I had to find work up here.
hmm
And that did not take like a few weeks. That took
Oh, okay.
months.
That
And
is fair.
you were up here on your own
hmm
without me, and I
hmm
was in Orlando.
hmm
There was a lot of times where it was getting pretty tense because months have gone by and I couldn't find work up here,
Yeah.
and it was almost a whole summer went by,
hmm
and then it was really testing, because we both did not sign up for no long distance relationship,
No.
right? And
No, absolutely not.
so it was very challenging, and
hmm
fortunately I found something,
hmm
and have been stuck. Luckily, I've stuck with it since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a pretty tough time. Was like moving two lives
Mm-hmm.
to a new city far away,
Mm-hmm.
and having to make sure that our careers are still viable at that point, because
Yeah, that's
we
true.
we need these careers. Like, we were
Yeah,
not going to throw away all this equity that we put in
that's true.
to these career. At that
Mm-hmm.
point, we were not entry level when we left. We were
No.
like mid level, and we
Mm-hmm.
had, we had really good. I had good, promising opportunities in Orlando, and
Yeah.
you were trying to lay down your foundation
Mm-hmm.
in New York. So you had a really good foundation in New York City
Yeah.
too. So he's like, how do we make both of that work?
Mm-hmm.
And through the grace of God, we were able to bring our lives together
That's true.
in less than 6 months, I'd say.
Yeah. And again, circumstantial. We had to move. Well, we didn't have to move. You supported me in my move to the city. And yeah, if we're going to be honest, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, that was probably one of the most difficult times of my
Yeah.
life in general
Hmm.
because I felt so displaced. So I had left Greg in Florida, and my sister, thank God for her, was living in Brooklyn, but I was sleeping on her couch for a number of months until I could find a place for Greg and I in the city, because the plan again was for him to come up, for me to start, and that whole sort
Yeah.
of jigsawing thing. And that part was very difficult because I was starting a new job at a very large corporation, and so the not the stress of that, but really just like the expectation of wanting to do well, and
Yeah.
knowing that you're kind of
You
displaced a
risked
little
you
bit.
risked it all to go there. It has to
Literally
work.
risked it all. Literally risked it all to start that job. And so the pressure of that, and then also not having my partner, was emotionally draining. I think that was the thing. It was emotionally draining.
Hmm.
And so once we were able to get settled into Jersey, which is how we ended up in Jersey, everything started to make sense from there. Like,
Yeah.
once we got planted there, got our apartment, got everything moved in, then everything, was swimmingly
Right.
from there.
But the time before that was
The time
pretty
before
tough.
that was the tough part, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.